I'm about to turn 37 and I won't do it anymore. If you're a piece of shit, you are definitely a piece of shit. And I won't sit here and try to cover and let's meet in a room and put me on the interview, Jason Lee. I hope you guys put that on. Put me in an interview room and say, hey, how do you feel? How do you feel? Give it a fair shot. Give it a fair shot. Because it hasn't been fair to me to hear my name constantly over and over and over and over again. I haven't been able to tell my side. I have literally shut the up. I have taken care of my kids. I have been quiet. But y'all got me up. You have got me up. Okay? I'm here. You call me what you want to call me. Homie, hoppers, addicts. I'll take it. Don't really give a don't care. But I bet you won't put me in the same room. And that's what I'm talking about. This is the year of accountability. This is the year of facts. This is the year of not victimization. This is the year of throwing out narcissists. If you are going to protect one, protect the other. Women have got to be protected. Y'all over here protecting these men who are not all. See, I just full of shit. But women have had to have endured. And I have been one of those multiple times. Y'all see me with certain people, y'all like, ooh. That, I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't what it appears. I'm going to be honest with you. It is not what it seems like. I'm going to tell you the truth. People are walking around lying and deceiving and manipulating and egotistical. Stop with the shit. And it gets to a point when I have not said a word. I have been tired. I have been quiet. But you want this work, I'm going to give it to you. If you want to hold the other side accountable, any interviewers, any blogs, I am here. I stand tall. I stand firm. Give me an opportunity to speak my motherfucking truth and put that other person across from me to say his. And I bet you what they're saying in that room will not be what it will be when I'm sitting in front of them. And that's what y'all need to do. A good blogger, a good interviewer, all of it. Work. Do the job. Interview proper. Do it proper. Give it to the both sides. That's all I'm saying. Give it to the both sides. Give it to the both sides, man. Stop giving it to one side and giving it to the world. Y'all can destroy a person like that. Give it to both sides. But a person will never sit in a room with a person who's real. Let's see. Let's see. And this is for the women. I'll do an interview. But I'm just saying, I speak for women. Y'all got us up at this point. We tired. We're tired. We're tired. Okay? I'm tired. And I'm not going to continue to subject myself anymore. It's like, oh, well, are you told? First and foremost, people are saying don't give them the power. How is one giving someone the power when I haven't even had an interview? When I'm just sitting here giving you the power to say that I support you as a woman? That is the craziest part about it. And this is the psychological disturbance that I have with humans. You're not emotionally intelligent. Okay? If you were in a woman's shoes where you're being, your life has been a spectacle. At what point are you going to protect yourself? And at what point are you going to protect you? And listen, if you don't care, don't be in the live. If you do care, sit in the live. But I will say this, y'all got it confused. Y'all be sitting here looking at people like, well, this is his, and he's a great person. You don't fucking know that person. You ain't him. You ain't sleep. You ain't stop. That shit's crazy to me. I never say someone's good if I've never encountered. I'll believe a girl before I believe the experience. This is crazy. So I say this to say I'm a woman's woman. Don't give a I will speak it. I'm talking about it. This is the life I chose. You're absolutely right. And it chose me. But in the life that I chose, it does not subject me to not be honest about what I'm going through. It does not subject me to deal with the shit that a motherfucker will put me through. It does not subject me to be treated like shit. Period. It does not subject me to deal with things that you wouldn't deal with. Because this is the life I chose. Shut the up. And that's what I'm speaking about. You and whoever you rode in on this imaginary blanket of lies, you can the off.
Now, April Jones has taken it to Instagram, to just call out Jason Lee on for his podcast not being fair because she thinks that Jason Lee didn't hear both sides of the story because you'll remember that a few days ago, Omarion, was hosted on the podcast and, he had so much to say about April and he said that he forgave Lil Fitz for dating his ex and, this seems to have pissed off April April so much, that she took it to her Instagram live, to just call out Jason Lee and tell him that he should, hear both sides of the story rather than, hearing one side and taking everything to the public, for everyone to judge on their own. And Jason just tweeted on his ex account this morning, and he said that April Jones is welcomed on my show, and only if she plans to be honest and open. And he said that I don't know if she's ready for that, but would love to have her. This show is fair. But according to April, she thinks that the whole Jason Lee podcast isn't fair after hosting Omarion and Omarion giving his side of the story, and rather than hearing from April Lee's side of the story. And I'm just going to quote some of the things that Omarion had to say, in the podcast. And Omarion's recent interview on the Jason Lee show was, it's a bit of a bombshell across a few different topics. You might have already seen Chris Brown react to his claim that he and Brown's then partner, Tran almost dated. And however, another interesting part of the uh, B2K members interview was his remark on forgiving Lil Fizz. For those unaware, he started to date his ex, April Jones, which caused a pretty strong rift between these two vocalists. And it seems like he made his peace with it and he's ready to move on and address other things. And I'm just gonna quote what Omarion said. That was one of the toughest things I've ever had to do in my life up to date. And it seems like he was reckoning a lot with whether he really felt the way he wanted to feel about it. And he said, I had to ask myself some really important questions. And one of those questions was, well, what was it really about of you? Not what is it about for everyone else? What is everybody thinking when you do this? It's like, no, what is this about for you? And he went ahead and spoke on forgiving Lil Fizz, for dating April, who was his ex, and he said that I've been a very observant and sound of mind person. I knew when people trying to come with that stuff, I could smell it before even gets here. At the end of the day, I'm always gonna honor what's best for me and my family. Even though people went out of their way to do certain things, I feel like I still got what on I got no blemish because I stood true of who I am. And Fizz expressed during the 2021 tour, years after he started dating Jones in 2019, he said that I did some snake stuff and I'm not proud of it. So I want to sit here humbly and sincerely apologize to you for any dysfunctions I've caused between you and your family. And this whole story, seemed to have bothered April so much that she took it to her Instagram live, to just call out Jason Lee and saying his podcast is so biased because he only had one side of the story and he went public with the whole story rather than calling her for the interview. And even, but according to Jason Lee, he went ahead and defended himself through his ex account and said that April is welcome to his show, but only if she plans to be honest and open. But I don't know what he meant by April being honest and open because, according to April, she said that she's the one who is honest with everything, but Jason Lee's whole podcast is the one that isn't fair and it's biased to some extent. And according to Jason, he just said that he doesn't think if April is ready to be honest and open about the whole Omarion and Lil Faith story, But we hope that she will be coming to the podcast soon, to clear the air about this whole story that Omarion came out with during his interview in the podcast. So tell us what you think in the comment section about this whole April Jones, Omarion, and Lil Fizz story, and the fact that Jason just went ahead and had one story, rather than hearing from both sides, so that he can go public with, after hearing from both parties. So we hope that April will be down to go to the podcast because Jason has just said that he is down hosting April anytime she's ready. So we hope that we'll be seeing her soon on the Jason Lee podcast so that she can clarify the all rumors and the whole story that are circulating online, so that after we hear her side of the story, we can be able to judge the whole situation between her and Marion and, Lil Fizz. Because according to her life, she was so pissed off by this whole story and the fact that Jason Lee just had one side of the story. So she's open to be hosted in the podcast so that she can give her own version of the story, and we'll be here to update you whenever that happens. So make sure you like and hit the subscribe button, and we'll be here to update you each and every time we get an update concerning the story. And don't forget to like and share this video.